Hey everyone, and welcome to the Bamboo Brief. So, Apple just dropped one of its biggest announcements of the year, and it all revolves around one single, incredibly powerful piece of silicon, the brand new M5 chip. Today we're going to break down what this chip is, what it means for the new Pro lineup, and why Apple is basically betting its future in AI on this very launch.
So you gotta understand, Apple isn't just calling this an update. No, they're framing this as a genuine generational leap. They're promising a whole new era of power and performance. So let's get right into exactly what they pulled the curtain back on.
Okay, so it's official. The M5 chip has landed. But, it's not showing up to the party alone. It's the engine for a completely refreshed family of Pro devices, and Apple is claiming this is a massive step forward, especially in one area that's becoming super important.
And kicking things off are the big guns, right? The heavy hitters you'd expect, a brand new MacBook Pro and a new iPad Pro. But here's the really interesting part. The Apple Vision Pro is also getting that M5 upgrade. And that tells you a whole lot about where Apple's priorities are headed.
But hey, to really get what makes these new gadgets tick, we've got to pop the hood. So what exactly is the big deal with this M5 chip anyway?
Okay, get ready for this. The big number Apple is throwing around is 4, a 4x improvement. They are claiming the M5 has 4 times the peak compute performance of the M4. Now, to put that in perspective for you, a jump that massive from one generation to the next is, it's almost unheard of in consumer chips. It's huge.
And look, this isn't just about making your apps open a split second faster. Apple's head of hardware technologies, Johnny Srouji, he made it crystal clear where all this new power is going. He said, and I quote, M5 delivers a huge boost to AI workloads. So yeah, all that power, it has a very specific mission.
So with this intense new focus on artificial intelligence, let's see how all that power is actually being put to work across the new product family.
So here's the rundown of the new lineup. You've got the M5 MacBook Pro starting at $1,599, the 11-inch iPad Pro at $999, and the Vision Pro holding steady at $3499. But here's the crucial part. Apple has managed to pack in all this new performance without raising the starting prices one single bit. That's a big deal.
And for anyone out there looking to upgrade, you won't have to wait long. This is all happening super fast. The announcement was on October 15th, pre-orders are already live right now, and these new devices are going to hit store shelves on October 22nd.
All right, so we've geeked out on the tech, we've seen the products, now let's zoom out and take a look from Wall Street's perspective. What does a launch of this scale, right before the holiday season, actually mean for Apple's bottom line?
To really understand the potential impact, you just have to look at Apple's revenue pie. And yeah, the iPhone is still the undisputed king at 47%, but don't sleep on the Mac and iPad. They're major players, making up a combined 18% of the company's total revenue.
And in real money, that translates to over $8 billion from Mac sales and nearly $7 billion from the iPad in just one quarter. These are already massive businesses, and they just got this gigantic performance boost right before the holiday shopping rush. Pretty smart timing, huh?
But this launch isn't just about selling more hardware this Christmas. This strategic push into AI-focused silicon, it raises a much, much bigger question about the company's long-term road ahead. And that really brings us to the central question of this whole launch. With all its competitors going all in on cloud-based AI, Apple is making a huge bet on powerful on-device processing. The success of the M5 could very well determine whether Apple leads the next decade of personal computing or gets left behind in the AI revolution. Watching these huge companies make these massive strategic plays, it really gets you thinking about the bigger financial picture and, of course, your own investments. If you're inspired to start your investment journey today, now is a perfect time to start.
You can support our channel by using the Bamboo Investment app. Just use my referral code in the description. And hey, while you're down there, if you found this explainer helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and definitely let us know what you think about this new M5 lineup in the comments.
All right, that is everything we have for today's brief. Thank you so much for watching the Bamboo Brief. We'll see you in the next one.